Hey, what's going on, everybody? Doug Lane, Fast Lane Car Care here. Hey, I know it's wintertime, but I want to go over 5 reasons why you should still get your windows tinted if that's something you're into. You know, if you just plain don't like it, you know, this video isn't going to be for you. So before we get started with number 1, the window tint industry as a whole tends to slow down quite a bit this time of year, December and January mainly. Because, you know, up here in the north, you know, it's not really hot. So people kind of put it on the back burner. They don't really see, or maybe they don't know about the other benefits beyond just blocking the heat. So number 1, privacy. This is the most important reason for me personally. I don't like people being able to see in my vehicle. You could have valuables in there. You could have, you know, your kids. Sometimes, you know, people don't want people to see their kids for whatever reason. So that's another, that's a big reason. I can't tell you how many times I'll be in traffic and I'll see somebody picking their nose, or I'll see somebody yelling at their significant other, or whoever's in the passenger seat or whatever. So if you don't want people to be able to see you with some of your embarrassing habits, perhaps, window tint for sure. Number 2, UV protection. Okay, so this is another great reason that I personally prefer having tinted windows, and that is because even though the sun's not maybe necessarily hot, the UV rays can still you know, start to degrade your interior. So your car's plastics, I'm sure we've all seen an older vehicle with the plastic dash, you know, the dash is cracked, or the seats are faded or whatever in certain spots because of the sun damage. And plus, you yourself, I read a statistic, an article, whatever, that said like a bunch of truck drivers, like I guess a big percentage of people that had skin cancer were truck drivers, because, you know, it makes sense. They're driving, they've got basically the left side of their body, at least their arm and face, exposed to the sun pretty much all the time. You know, pretty much all window tint will block about 99% of UV rays, so that's huge. I've got a couple of customers that's what they got window tint for, just because they don't want to get skin cancer. They don't really care about, you know, how dark it is or looking cool or whatever. They just don't want to have a higher risk of skin cancer. So that's, you know, another great reason. Kind of tying into that, we'll call it like 2.1 reason is your carbon and ceramic films do a really great job of blocking out a lot of the infrared rays. So that's, you know, light that you don't see because it's on a spectrum that our eyes don't see. So something else to consider. IR is not a huge deal to me. I'm sure there's somebody out there that's like way more technically smart, I guess you could say, and knows like exactly why you would want to block infrared. You know, to me, it's just another part of the spectrum that produces heat. So that brings me to my 3rd point, is obviously heat. Even during the winter, you can be driving down the road, like on, let's say Interstate 70, where, you know, the sun's hitting you and you're on a road trip or whatever. You know, that sun is, you know, beaten down, and it may only be 20-30 degrees outside, but the sun hitting you in the car is going to heat up that part of your body, and it gets kind of uncomfortable. I'm sure you've seen people driving around with the window cracked, even though it's cold, because they're getting hot. They're getting hot because of the sun's rays. So window tint. That should be number 3 or 4? Oh man, I should have wrote them down. So we did. Okay, so number 4. Number 4, we will say, is physical appearance. You know, like the car just looks great. I can't tell you how many times people are like watching me do a job, or they've come to pick up their car and they're just like, wow, you know, it looks like a totally different car. I love it. It looks great. You know, that's another thing. It doesn't matter if it's summertime or wintertime. A car with tinted windows, in my opinion, looks better than a car that doesn't. Window tint, you can't really argue it. It transforms the look of the vehicle. And the really cool thing about that is you're getting the other benefits too. Your heat rejection, you know, you're gonna have more comfort. You're protecting your interior and your body. So, I mean, why not do it? And the last reason to do it, let's see, what would my last reason be? Just because you can, honestly. I mean, it's something that not everybody will have, and especially when you get into the darker films, it's kind of cool to be an outlaw, I guess, you know? Mine's limoed out all the way around. I got the 35% full windshield. It just sets it apart and looks and everything. It sets my vehicle apart from many other vehicles like it. You're starting to see a lot more full windshields get done now. In the past, a lot of people won't do them. I know some places still won't do them. I'll do them. You just have to take some extra precautions than you would on a normal, throwing a back glass, but it can be done. But there you have it. There's 5 reasons why you should get your windows tinted no matter what time of year it is. Thanks guys for watching. I'll see you on the next video.